Hello, hello, everybody. I believe we are live. We are connecting now. Hello to you. Hold on, I'm going to turn off this back sound. Oh my goodness, that looks like a disgruntled face, didn't it? Hello, and there is Al. Hello, Al. All right, connecting us to our Facebook, I think, and to our YouTube tonight. We are going to try. Chime in on our Facebook if you're on and let me know that you are there. Hello, hello, Jules. Al. Hey, I don't know if you can read his little thing. I'm going to share our screen here in a bit so you can see. I even have a backstory for in case you want to hear it. Anybody, let me know. We'll be glad to do it. All right, guys, we're getting turned on everything here, I believe. Looks like we're a go. Yeah, he's back. He's back. I'm telling him, like, dude, you need to stay. You know, he's from Zogtron. So I have a little backstory for him. I'll fill you in on it. But yeah, and he's got a few opinions about our stuff tonight. So we'll enjoy him being here. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Hold on, let me hit this live button here. So I think we are going to be on our YouTube as well tonight. So that will be good. Okay, our discussion tonight is going to be on the polarized world or communities or what you're feeling, how you're feeling about things. Not so much like, yes, this is green, no, this is emerald. You can't agree on anything. More like, how do you feel? How are you feeling? What do you feel like you want to do? What do you feel like you can give at this moment? What do you think you can share? What do you think you can learn? What's happening for you at this moment? Hello, everybody. Hello, Ava. Good to see you. Hello, Bob. Good to see you. Good to see you, Bob. I'm having trouble with you on, are you on, I can tell you on YouTube because it's like you're glitching there a little bit. Okay. Let's give it a try. All right. Shall we start with meeting Al? He's going to be our co-host. Shall we meet him? Hello, Al, to everybody. Let me show you a shared screen. This is for one of our specials here. See if I know how to do this right. I've been practicing, so let's see. Hello, Bob. Okay, there is Bob. He says, I love Jules. Hello. Welcome to the chat, Bob. Bob does have a few opinions, and I will be glad to share them with you. I'm going to stop our share now. I will be happy to share some of his opinions with you and what he thinks about things as well, because apparently Zogtron is in the Andromeda galaxy, and they have a totally different view on how polarization and polarity stuff works. So, as a matter of fact, he said he came all the way to Earth just to learn about polarization, and now he's wondering if he should have gone to Mars instead. Hello from Bob. Hello from Bob. Hello from Ava. Hello, Ava. Lee, I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. Another thing Bob had to say is, hold on a second. He was saying, yes, but on his planet, they solved polarization by giving everyone cake. Galactic wisdom, nobody argues over chocolate. Yeah, Al has a few interesting things he could be sharing with us right now. Our question on, oh, sorry, that's right. I did tell you a little bit of backstory from Al. Okay, a little bit of backstory about Al. Al hails from the distant planet of Zogtron, a peculiar and vibrant world located in the far reaches of the Andromeda galaxy. Zogtron is a planet where every creature glows in the dark, including Al, and debates are settled with interpretive dance-offs. I mean, welcome out to the group. There we go. Hey, Jummy. Hi, Jules. Hi, Al. We were just introducing him. Do you know that from Zogtron, he's the official Earth ambassador? That's right. So he will be joining us. Another thing he has to say about the Earth's polarization is it just me, or does Earth's polarization seem to be like galactic politics, stars pulling planets in different directions, chaotic but fascinating at the same time? I agree with you. It's quite a show to watch. Quite a show to watch. So we have, so tonight about polarization, a couple of positives and negatives, pros and cons. When you think about polarization, a lot of times you get sucked into before we get to our questions, I thought we'd mention this. We get sucked into what is the negativity of it? It's bad. It's not a good thing. Polarization can be a most difficult thing, and it can have some cons, particularly breakdown in communication. No one wants to listen. Everybody's got something to say, but nobody wants to hear anybody. Hello, Justin. Good to see you. Looking at a pro, for example, of polarization, heightened awareness. It often brings heightened awareness to issues. So there's a pro, there's a con. Here's another con. It weakens social cohesiveness. It really does. It causes what that one difference is and what that one polar to spread throughout a community. So instead of working together, we're working in opposites of each other. Very, very much a con. A pro, it increases our activity, whether it's civic activity, community activity. It increases the activity that we do because we want to feel more involved. So just to mention a few of the pros and cons, because there's always two sides, right? Time out, I need to ask Chatty about this word. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Polarization. Kind of have a lot of that sort of going on now. I did get some of our emails out. I'm sorry that my margins weren't right and it chopped off some of the names. So those of you who want to chime in and say anything, please feel free. I thought I'd read a few of our responses though that we have on our in our emails, and then also as well as we're going through our chats. Here's one that says, it gives me a sense of purpose. So the question was, how do you feel in this polarized world, in this world where it feels like there's so much division between us? We can't seem to agree on anything. The time of day is so simple. We just are in that space and we don't really want to listen to anybody else. And sometimes we just get stuck in our own bubble. So how do you feel? Do you feel that? Do you feel it at work? Do you feel it at home? Where do you feel it? So the question, how do you feel in this polarized world? So one of the answers, it gives me a sense of purpose, working to create a more understanding society. I like that, a positive of yes, absolutely. I feel reassured when I see younger generations advocating for change. One of the pros we talked about was it causes people to get involved. It causes you to want to do something. One is another comment. I feel like the polarization is eroding trust and goodwill in society. The negative part of that, absolutely. Because if we question everything, if we trust nothing, where does that leave us? And how does that make us feel? Personally, when I'm not feeling safe, I'm not feeling very good. And I'm feeling frightened. And if I'm leading and feeling with frightened and leading with that fear, well, a lot of bad decisions are going to come from that. So again. Here's one that says, it reminds me to be grateful for the freedom to express my own views. Absolutely. It's the best time to walk outside yourself. Another one is it forces people to confront difficult issues that might otherwise stay under the surface. Exactly. Another positive, pulls you out most often of your comfort zone and says, if you don't like something, if you want to make a change, whether it's good or bad, what you think is happening, the part that's most important is that you activate, you become something. Here's another one. I feel encouraged. I'm sorry. I feel encouraged when I see acts of kindness, even between people who disagree. It's the best, right? Isn't that the absolute best? I have a couple of friends. I have some friends, but a couple of us, there's a few of us, and we're different in everything, different in our in anything you can name. We're all three very different, but we've had a friendship that has gone on for quite some time, over a dozen years, and it's fantastic when we get together and we share that part of that part of we can be so different and yet we can have what is in common is the things that we think we can do about the differences. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Whoa, ho, is that true said? I believe that's Ami saying that. Jules, I'm stumped on this topic. I'm gonna hang with Al in the back. Okay, Okay, I promise a fun more question is coming your way. Stumped on the question. The question is, do you feel the do you feel the division in the world today? Do you feel like or do you feel like things are a bit offset these days? Like you're really just there's so much swimming and swirling around, you can't quite wrap your head around it. So much is happening at one time. Um, and how does that feel? Um, this is a good explanation. I got you, Jules. Polarization says on me, one side versus another side, one viewpoint versus another viewpoint. Absolutely. Thank you. That's best said. Best said, best said, best said, best said. So in this world of this is my thought, this is your thought, but we can't seem to agree on that middle. Exactly. Do you surround yourself with your friends do you have friends who are just like you? Are you surrounded by people who are completely opposite of you? Um, do you have a mix of both? Do you watch one type of show all the time? Do you ever find something new to do? Ami says, like opposites, North Pole, South Pole, right, Democrats, Republicans, yes. Religious, not religious, yes, thank you, amazing. Jill says, thank you, amazing. Ami, hearts to love everybody. Hearts to Jules. Hi, Emma. Yes, yes, sometimes like day and night in this world. Yes, like day and night. Absolutely. Here's someone who says, I take it as a challenge to be a better listener and a more compassionate person. I like that. Back to the two ears, one mouth. There's a reason for that. Two ears, one mouth. So you listen more, speak less. Boy, could I ever use that some days. So true. Here's another one. I worry that this polarization is making real progress almost impossible. Absolutely. If we get caught up and can't speak to each other, one side to the other side, we don't move. We stay stuck right there. We don't move one way or another. And that's definitely not beneficial. Not beneficial at all. Anything any ideas you have that you can lean into for that? Jules, that's amazing. Rami, because yeah, that is Ami is pretty amazing. Absolutely amazing. Um, no arguments here. Emma, hands in love, hands in love. Here's one that says, it motivates me to stay informed and engaged in important issues. Another one, it feels like we're losing the ability to find common ground. Something we have to work at. It's about leaving that space open, right? Leaving that space open for someone else to come into. Let's go ahead and take a few things at Al has to say. Al wanted to remind me that polarization reminds him of Zogtron's annual magnetic field swap. We don't argue about it, but we do lose a lot of floating furniture. Okay, Al, thank you. Thank you for that. Another thought he has is back on Zogtron, we discovered that polarization is just two sides trying to outshine each other in karaoke battles. So, I mean, he completely different opinion of than what we've got. Honestly. Bob says, honest discussions are missing. It seems proof is no longer of value. Absolutely true. Sometimes it feels like that. Um, truth is, yeah, it's hard to find, isn't it? It's hard to find. And it's hard to have honest talks with people because there's so much of that fuss going on. When's the easy questions coming right up? I got it. Okay, we're finished. Okay, so hold on a second. Let me see this. Okay, one more positive thing here. I feel optimistic because I believe in the power of open hearts and open minds. Another not so positive. It's hard not to feel cynical when it seems like no one is willing to meet halfway. True. Again, stay informed, meet halfway. There is he says there is no question, there's no easy questions. There isn't because we're so different. But instead of recognizing that as one of the best values we have as human beings is that we are so different. We don't have to believe the same things. We don't have to identify the same way. We don't have to, we just don't, we're not the same. We have things in life that correspond with each other's lives or that parallel somehow. Seems we go through the same experiences, but we are completely different human beings, each and every one of us. So it's going to be hard when we are in a midst of what we're in sort of right now. What do I listen to? Who do I listen to? What do I think? It's my family. They're completely just my family. They're just like me. We're all the same. Everyone else is different. We're all different. We're all different. It's the best thing about us is that we're all different. Now, how we use that difference, well, that either makes it easy or hard, but we are all so different. The one thing that gets to be the best about it, that we're all alike and can agree with, I hope, is that isn't that the best thing about us? Isn't the best thing is that we get to share our differences? I mean, we might have to argue them down, shout them back, beat them away, but don't you want to have that? Imagine if all you hear is exactly the same thoughts you have. Where are you going to grow? What are you going to learn like that? Nothing, absolutely nothing. But you're going to be comfortable because you're going to be in your own space, not growing anywhere. You're going to be very comfortable. So be comfortable or don't. Find out what you can do. Feel good, feel bad, feel. Okay, easy question coming up. Easy question coming up. Um, I feel hopeful because I see more people speaking up for what they believe in. Absolutely. I feel empowered to make a positive impact in our community. Once again, sometimes you're not even thinking about what you can do until something really just gets you the wrong way, and you have no choice but to act on that. And that action is, that's not how I'm feeling. I want to do something different. What's there? You don't have to invent a wheel. There's plenty of wheels out there. There's all kinds of things to get involved in. Um, I I wish I could just I'm thinking in my head. I can't name. There's all kinds of things to get involved with. You can get involved with your local library, your local school board, your local food bank, um, your local reach out and help center, your local Goodwill. There's so many things to get involved with. So find something to do with all the energy. If you're one of those that find yourself fussing and fighting all the time, find something else to do with that energy. We're all supposed to be different. That's what we're here for. Next question. Next question is, do you have a go-to relaxation app or platform? Because in this wonderful time of a lot of stress for everybody, wouldn't it be nice to know you've got someplace to something to listen to, some program that is yours. What do you have? Hi, Samantha. Good to see you. Good to see you. What is your platform? What is your app? What is your go-to? Need to de-stress and bring it down a little bit. I have a couple of answers that are from our YouTube has some good stuff. Yes, Jules. Yeah, they have some great stuff. Have you gotten into their frequency sounds and stuff? That they've got some wonderful stuff in there. Wonderful stuff. Some of our from Alexander, from our answer on the website. I like Calm bedtime. I like Calms, the app Calm, the bedtime stories. They're not just for kids. They help me relax and fall asleep more easily. I like that. I like that. Jill says you. 8D sounds. Yo. Yes, music. Definitely music. I'd like to do meditation to music, just music therapy in general. I find music is extremely helpful. There's almost constantly music playing in the background. Um, Almost always. Myra says, I open the Relax Melodies app. It has so many soothing sounds to help me unwind. Absolutely. Well, what about the outdoor sounds? How many of you like those outdoor sounds to fall asleep to? Or rain on a tin roof. Ah, that's just beautiful. Maybe some Frank Sinatra in the background, some rain on a tin roof. I think that would just be, that's just absolute relaxation there. Jackson said, I use the Smiling Mind app. I've, I've never heard of that. It's free and helps me practice mindfulness in a really accessible way. Okay, thanks for sharing that. So, Smiling Mind app, it's a free app. I always enjoy those. And he gives it a thumbs up for practicing mindfulness in a really accessible way. That sounds great. That sounds great. Zoe says YouTube, meditation, me as well. Um, Channels are my go-to. Meditation channels are my go-to. There are many calming voiceovers and visuals to choose from. Nice, a selection. Yes, YouTube does offer us quite a selection. Quite a selection. Lily says, Peloton's meditation sessions have been wonderful. I can just pop in on my headphones and relax. Interesting. Another fun fact there, I did not know that Peloton had one of those. Ami says, I enjoy Joe Dispenza's meditations on YouTube. That's Joe Dispenza's meditations on YouTube. Well, YouTube gets a lot of good marks for what it gets out there. Also, Ami, hertz frequencies are amazing. Yes, love me some 432 and some 963. All right, for those of you listeners out there for the hertz frequencies, 432 and 963. Alexander says, I'm sorry, I read Ethan, I like using Calm for their breathing exercises. It really helps me feel centered after a stressful day. You and Alexander both are on the Calm. Okay, I've seen that one before. I think I've seen that one before. Chloe says Simple Habit is my favorite. They have short meditations that fit into my busy schedule. It's called Simple Habit. How many of you have heard of all these um, different ones? There are so many that are out there. Eliza, hi Eliza, good to see you. I'll use is it Breathe app for quick breathing exercises or short guided meditations. Very good. How many of you do the breathing technique? Is it deep breath? 1, 2, 3, 4, and let it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some people have to do it with a sound or noise that just adds that little umph into that. Breathing is a wonderful way to settle yourself down, bring yourself kind of back to earth a little bit. Unless you're out, those of you on Al's boat don't have to bring yourself back to earth so often. I understand you. Don Al has something to say. Al, we have finished with our conversation. Okay, Al's over the other thing. Al says, back on Zogtron. Okay, gotcha, Al. It's all about Sparky versus glow in the dark. Things get intense. Sparky or glow in the dark? Okay, thank you. Al's still working on what we were working on, so he's good. He's really, really good. Hi, Emma. Emma says, I also use the Calm app. It's amazing for guided meditations and sleep stories. You're the second one, I believe, that's mentioned about, second or third that's mentioned about the sleep stories. So that's gonna be really, I'm gonna look into that. You're coming, thank you. Jules, Al's cool white. That's cool. I mean, he is. He's in his own place. He lives in his own atmosphere, thinking his own stuff. Yeah, Al's got it right now. He's just got it. Ava says, hi, Bill. Ava says, Headspace is my go-to. The animations are short. The animations and short meditation sessions help me decompress after a long day. Nice, nice, nice. A lot of people doing the meditation now, huh? Meditation needs to not be as popular. I think it's definitely in the mainstream now. Bill, hello again. Bill says, I really like Spotify because it has great playlists for relaxation, like chill piano music and nature sounds. Yeah, yep. You can definitely find that. Some chill piano music. Still thinking about Frank, still thinking about some Sinatra there. Liam says he's been using YouTube also to find yoga tutorials. Just 20 minutes of yoga, and I feel so much more relaxed. Nice, nice. Again, is there anything we can't find on YouTube? My goodness. Hi, Samantha. Insight Timer is my favorite. It's free and has thousands of guided meditations. I haven't heard of that. Okay, Samantha. Insight Timer is the name of the app. I'm assuming it's an app. It's free and has thousands of guided meditations. So lots of us have mentioned the meditations in here. Guided meditations are fantastic. Oliver says, I love using Audible to listen to calming audiobooks. Hearing a soothing voice tell a story helps me wind down. Absolutely. It's all about stories. Avi says, yes, Sam, love Insight Time. Oh, Ami, you're familiar with Insight Timer. I'm going to have to look that one up. I am definitely going to have to look that one up. Brian says, I like podcasts on Apple Podcasts and Pocket Cast. A calming interview or gentle storytelling helps me relax. You know, there's been a lot of us that enjoy just gentle storytelling. There's been a few mentions of gentle storytelling. Julia says, I've been using balance lately. The daily meditation suggestions keep me consistent. I like that daily meditation. So meditations. We're going to have our own little meditation show. Anyone want to co-host on a meditation show? Just keep me posted. Grace says, I love using calms, soundscapes, and breathing exercises to relax at the end of the day. Very nice. That's been another most popular, very popular one. Sophia says, I swear by Pandora, the spa and ambient music stations are perfect for unwinding. Nice. Harper says, I often open the Sleep Sounds app. There's something about ocean waves and white noise that calms me. Yeah, can you imagine laying on the ocean, laying by the ocean, by the beach? Absolutely wonderful. All right, guys. I think we're gonna get ready to go ahead and wind it down. My talking I've been talking a bit. I'm gonna say goodbye for Al. I hope he's gonna be here with us next week. And to tell you a little bit about next week, I'd like you to be ready to share next week because we're gonna have fun shares. We're going to talk about the great debate. Is it pancakes or waffles? It's a timeless question. Which are you, pancakes or waffles? And embarrassing moments that we laugh about now, but they weren't so funny when they were happening. Let's share those. And some favorite childhood shows. Take a trip down memory lane and chat about the shows everyone grew up loving. What was your favorite cartoon theme or character? And guilty pleasures. What can't you resist? So thanks for joining us this week. It's so good to be here with you. Al and I will see you next week, same time, same place. Peace and love always. Thank you.